Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the airship map. We're playing as the green player out of the first position, and this map is this is part of our Meta Monday series, and the meta is maybe shifting. I've seen a lot of airship, especially in terms of viewership, within Risk and not so much Europe Advanced. So we're going to play airship here today. I could cap here, right in the middle. That holds like a bunch of different 1-point holds. We do have like a little nested 2-point here from here and here. I'm going to go in this pocket. I've got all the material in here. I can probably take 2 bonuses on the first turn here pretty comfortably with as many troops as I start with. I know that it locks the cap and that makes it worse. But I could also, like, there's a 1-point over here with these bonuses all the way from up here. That is not horrible. Black takes a extended 2-point hold. We got yellow back here in this pocket, so he shouldn't cause me any problems for a while unless he tries to come down through my bonus here. So he's actually going to be a 1-point kill guard or just block on the left-hand side of that pocket. I am a 2-point block, I believe, 3-point even. It depends on where you approach it from. I'm a 1-point here, 1-point here. Extended 1-point to this white territory. But that holds way too much of the board. So we're going to try to capture everything here. I'm going to roll a 5 on 2. I may lose this. But I'd like to have... yeah, like I think that's a good hold, and then we shove this over here. I don't think black will break me on this bottom line. And you guys know my philosophy. Those of you who've watched my airship videos before, there is one very major philosophy that I try to employ when playing this map, and that is expand, expand, expand. And I generally, going out of the first position, you don't really get to control where your opponents are. Obviously, you know, when like the white player, for example, whatever he can see cap wise, which who knows, he might not see anything, right? Like we see black and yellow, we don't see blue, white, or red. So he can control that where he positions himself based off of what he sees. I just have to go off where I think people might go, and going first, you only have the 60 seconds to make the decision, whereas white has all of the people ahead of him their time to gauge what's important to him. And that is an important distinction of the later parts of the turns, especially on a big map like this where you have a ton of different options. So I was quick to identify the 1-point holds, and I could have gone even over here. It's a 2-point hold over this whole area, and I'm going to end up holding here anyway. Yellow is going to take his bonus, which makes perfect sense, right? But I think expand, expand, expand is the name of the game on this map. Blue starts with 9. What will really help me is getting some idea of the vision. So I see blue over in here. He might even break me. He doesn't break me. I'm going to break him because now that I know that this player is a neighbor to me, there's no actual reason not to just blast his stuff, especially if I hold both of these bonuses in 18 territories, right? If white hits me, maybe this doesn't work as well for me, but this to me tells me that blue doesn't have any troops on capital, right? He rolls off cap troops here. He also had... he also likely had the exterior upload territory here, and that's why he rolled that way. So I can probably steal his cap, shift the 4 over there, and then he's got to try to re-roll into me, and he, at bare minimum, won't break me. So unfortunately for blue, well, sometimes that's just the way the old cookie crumbles. Now I have a 2-point hold over this back area, and there's almost no way that he gets through me here. Tried to roll a 2-on-1 because I wanted to pull the 4 over and leave this, just leave 1 troop behind here. Unfortunately, we lost the first 2-on-1 that we did there, which, you know, it made this cap have less on it. But as long as white doesn't break me, which he might, you know, I don't think I'll have enough troops to take my capital, but he might break me. So we've got an extended hold here. Blue has not quit yet, but you got to leave troops on your cap, man, especially if you stumble upon somebody's material. And maybe he didn't think I had any bonuses in here, but you have to leave troops on capital, at least something, right? Like black's left a 10 up or a 6 up here. I would bring, yeah, he doesn't bring any troops back to his cap either. Like if blue gets a really bad roll here, aggressing black early is probably not a horrible idea, but I'm almost hoping the natural expansion here is yellow into white. We've gauged that white is likely in somewhere in the comms armory cockpit area here with yellow behind him. I wouldn't actually be surprised to see the white player lose his capital either. Now, there is an interesting thing here where white may very well, like blue's going to try to retake here. White fate, these two are both from Germany. I'm not going to assume that these players are buddies, but he just, yeah, he straight, oh my goodness. That's going to be a bot out for sure. Straight blitzes, loses 7, I lose 1. Not great. Blue, yeah, blue has quit. So I don't think these players, unless we see like white retaliate on behalf of blue, I don't think we're going to have to worry about that right now. I do think that my best course of action here is just going to be to try to expand as much as possible. Again, keep troops on cap, and this is the risk, right? Like for black here, right? Black has taken additional territory on this most recent turn, and now I could take his capital, but then I have to spend the time defending it. And actually, now that I consider it, where's he going to have the troops to take this back? Blue is the only player who's going to see this, right? Because I would believe black has taken this line up here. Blue is the only player who would see this roll, and blue has quit. I don't think it's a bad idea then. This is my expand theory, guys. Oh, well, no, red's up here. All right, we're going to leave that as a 10 then. I am, however, going to expand into blue on the bottom here. And I know I said leave troops on cap. Actually, let's hit this way. But sometimes positionally there's an advantage to just taking additional space, especially if people aren't aware of what you've done. And yeah, I don't know. I don't see a reason not to take this. It's in another chokehold over the map, kind of what I'm controlling here, and so I may as well engage in that take there. So black, I thought he would have taken the bonuses next to himself here. He does not do that, and I didn't want to continue expanding in case red's capped like directly next to black on gap room vents or something. He's getting 10 troops. We've got black was getting 10 troops. We've got 3 capitals. Blue is botted. White's got yellow at his back. Yellow's actually quit. So white's going to be... White and red are probably our biggest problems here. But this is, again, the name of the game on this map is expansion. Black actually still with 10 troops. So lost his capital, but picked up a +2 at some point. I wonder if he's playing in this pocket over here. Comes back with a 16. Probably tries to blitz this, but I guess at the bare minimum, I've slowed him down. And if he doesn't blitz it, then I can... Oh, he's not even going to try to retake his own capital. Wow. He doesn't even try to retake his own capital. Yellow has lost his cap to white and botted. So I think I defend this black cap, but continue expanding on the bottom of the board. I don't know where red and black, like they have some combination of bonuses on the top of the board here, right? We've got white back to our left, red and black with some combination of bonuses up here. Like black is getting 10. So I think he's got records and meeting room maybe with, and then red's got capital, lounge, bathrooms, and they both got decent territory count. I don't see a lot of red's territories though. White is getting 8. So double capital, but no bonus left-hand side. I don't think I have the means to aggress white just yet. I think I defend everything and I expand loosely on the bottom of the board here. Maybe try to get over to... I think my best bet is to try to get over to this bonus here and take this split bonus and hope yellow doesn't break me over there. Although this is really aggressive attacking by the white player. How much am I getting? 21? Yeah, I think it's now or never to go into white. I really do. That'll do it. Now, red might come and take this if this is his bonus. And we got white to quit. So Yeah, white had a 1-point hold over this, and I was exactly correct. Otherwise, he holds double cap over here. So I'm playing, I said keep troops on cap. I'm actually playing super risky here, but I'm attacking the players when I've got the advantage. And red should try to find and break me. He could take at least one of my capitals on this turn. I actually think we're going to lose this to white on the next turn, but I don't want to reopen black. And maybe black's repositioned himself to come down this alleyway and come take one of my caps on the bottom of the board, and that'd certainly be a good play. There's still, oh, black has actually quit. So we've gotten 4 of these. We've actually been the direct cause, not yellow. We've been the direct cause of 3 of these players quitting. And it looks like red is still playing the game. He's playing right-hand side. It looks like that said -2 for yellow, but then I never saw the attack. I think he's here. He must just be having some connection issues. But this is exactly the kind of snowball I try to aggressively play on these airship games, because it is really stinking hard, man, to make moves and recover from a lost position in the way that if you lose your cap, right? And that's part of the reason why I think that the later turn order on this map, you have to be aggressive in the early game. You have to try to break people. Like, blue should have broken me here, because otherwise he loses his cap, and you have to keep troops on your cap if you know that other players hold stuff, which maybe blue didn't know that. But I would never leave, on the first turn. Like, obviously I'm leaving this cap basically undefended now, but that's because most players are botted. On the very first turn, you have to have troops on your cap. If you don't have the troops on your cap, you're almost guaranteed to lose it. And it's a little bit unfortunate for the blue player here. But at the end of the day, guys, if you don't defend the capital, you don't really deserve to keep it. It's the name of the game, capital conquest. You got to keep your troops on cap, especially on a map like this where there's so many territories, because the bonuses obviously matter. But what matters more than the bonuses on this map sometimes is simply territory count. How many troops can you get? And unfortunately for a lot of these guys, I'm just holding so many territories. Now, again, I'm not super worried about the defense of this cap down here. I'm going to knock red out of this pocket. I'm going to hit that there, and then I'm just going to take the rest of white out of here with what's behind me. That's fine. Yeah, so red actually took this bonus away from white earlier. I didn't want him in here. I wanted to take as much of this left side of the board as possible. White bot probably trades behind me. Got some mediocre dice. I mean, that's about what you'd expect with a 10 on 4. Can't always have double troop loss. And red had been pretty slow on the previous turn. And I think they're just top right here, right? 8, yeah, 8 now. So they did have this +2 in here. And then the 8 is the 2 and 1 over here. So red capped in a pocket. I'm actually glad, because I think this was originally white and yellow over here. If I had capped here or any of these spots on a 1-point hold, I would have had red behind me. So I do ultimately think that I took the capital on this map that gave me the best chance at holding turn 1 bonuses. I held those turn 1 bonuses. Admittedly, probably should have lost one of them because blue should have hit me. And now we have forced likely the red player to bot out here. And it's just going to be a matter of taking red's cap and winning the game. Because everybody quit. I had a recent comment where somebody was like, I mean, don't award players placement if they've all quit. And I think that that's a fair assessment. And I know red's capped over here, so I think that we're probably just going to trade in, and as long as we don't lose this cap over here to white, I'll probably just cap run, because the easiest way to keep this video nice and short and secure a quick win and show you guys how easy it is. I don't know if easy is the right term, but how possible it is to take the reins over a game, really is the best way to put it. It's down. Interesting that doesn't path into either of my corner spots here. But, I can take control of a game simply because I I play expansive and aggressive, and sometimes there's a point where aggressive isn't good, right? We've had games. I think there was a pink player we played against in a recent airship video who I believe I ended up winning, but I spent so much time trying to thwart that player that it really slowed me down for a lot of the game. Whereas, you know, everybody I put up some aggressiveness towards in this game just simply didn't put up any sort of fight. Unless it's out here. So there's nothing on this cap right now. I assume that split fortifies forward or to the capital. So I've got 29 troops. I'm going to go 14 here. We're going to go the rest up here, and I'm going to trade in. I don't know how strong Red's cap is up here, so I'm not going to... it is 27. Oh, no. Oh, I can't even take it on this turn. Oh, that's so much better than I was expecting. All right. Okay, we'll let this thing attack off cap then. Dude, really? I had 10 troops there. The bot had 1, 6. Oh my god, I lost 3 on a 2 and 4 on a 3. That's horrible. Oh, I'm going to lose this cap to black. Oh, dear. Okay. I'm actually going to completely fortify off this capital. All right, this is going to take a little bit longer because of Red having an absolute massive amount of troops there. Oops. Blackbot will get this. This is going to slow me down maybe just a little bit. I mean, everybody's gone, man. None of these people are coming back. We do get this to attack off, which is good. And split. So I'll be able to get the red cap. Question is, how far does black attack here? Will I be able to get the black cap? And blue's going to trade, so I can't even get the blue kill. I'll probably have to seek out the yellow kill, honestly, or the white kill. That's funny. I'm not trying to waste your guys' time. A red had way better cap defense than I was anticipating. This does attack off. We knew this would happen. I don't think it'll end up breaking me down here. Do I have a trade on 3? I don't even have a trade on 3. I think this probably attacks left. Yeah. And I think it'll stop. Yep. Okay, so there's nothing on that cap, but there is a 23 staring right at my weak bonus cap over here. Combo of these bots, man. That is tough. I think we're going to have to focus on, assuming this 4 attacks to the right, I'm going to have to try to kill yellow, I think, for the 3 cards. We know it's not anywhere in here. Blue bot sets. So my 20 comes left. Hopefully blue bot takes some yellow out of the middle. But yellow and white probably my primary targets on this turn. We're going to have to change our method here a little bit. So I assume black has most of what is back here. Red has this. So it's a matter of get this down here. Get whatever's in the... Basically, get whatever's in the middle. And maybe white... If white hits to the right here... Oh, yellow got completely wiped out of there. If white hits to the right off of this... Hopefully right and not down. If it goes down, it might break me. Oh, God. Okay, white's in here, too. So it might just be a little bit of yellow in the middle, a little bit of white in here. 27 troops. All right. Let's do this. Trying to split off as much as I can. Come on. Bummer. All right. Let's go up. Uh-oh. Bummer. All right, we got to find yellow. I don't know where it is, man. You got to be kidding me. Oh, we got it. Okay. It's behind like a bunch of black material at the bottom of the board. All right. I think I can get white here. Let's trade the dudes. Increase our chances of getting a dude. Let's go 12, 6, 4, and then I don't know if white's going to be back in this pocket. Hopefully it's just black. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Come on. Yep. Okay. Chaining some of these together just to try to get the win here, guys. Can I get blue now? Blue should be on 3. I wasn't going to try to get all of these kills, but at this point, my best bet for actually being able to win these capitals is to start chaining all of these eliminations together. So, hopefully this is the end of blue. It is. So I can go steal the black cap back. I don't think I can get this here. And then I should have... This should be the win now. And these... Were these the last 2 players to bot? I think white and black botted at the same time. I'm going to try, before I take this, red, like I said, red quit after black, so I'm going to try to make black smaller. I'm not sure. I doubt it is smaller, but oh well. We got the win. Took me like 6 extra minutes, longer than I think it needed to. Chain some of those bot kills together, and yeah, we managed to snowball this one a bit. Just ran into some tough caps. Interesting that both white and yellow were expert level players. Not surprised by the novice of blue. Black had a bunch of troops up here too, and definitely could have defended his capital and just didn't. And then red knew the writing was on the wall and gave up. Bit unfortunate, but certainly a mix of skill levels amongst our opponents here. If you guys enjoy the video, I encourage you to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. As recent subscribers, Starlight 2, Survivor Forever, and The Lair of the Reaper have done. If you guys want to shout out an upcoming video, all you got to do is subscribe. Make sure you have public subscriptions on. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.